Hello. In this video, we will cover Marketers Console, which is a program used by telemarketers to manage their opportunities, contact customers, and log the outcome. Marketers Console, or Marcon, is a web-based program that you can run in any popular browser. We will see the screen and user interface for marketers and the interface for team leaders and closers. The two interfaces are very similar, and we'll cover the differences. We'll also cover lead disposition for making sales, scheduling callbacks, and more. Depending on your installation, you may have different URL addresses for accessing Marketers Console. If you don't know the URL, you can reach the program from within DRT's administration panel. It's under Marketers Group, and it's called Marketers Console. Click it, and it will open up in your browser. I'm going to log in as Frank Leon. He's a marketer in our California call center, and he's part of a team called Winners. Okay, here's the main dashboard. Let's go over the main segments from the top. At the very top, you'll see a banner for your call center. It may contain call center related news or just a branding graphic as we have here. This is customizable by the call center manager in the admin module. Below it, we have the main menu with links to pages. I'll cover these in a little bit. Then we have the callback grid. This grid will show you all your scheduled callbacks for today. Next, we have the main opportunities grid. Currently, we see 17 opportunities in this grid. These are the actual leads that I'm supposed to contact. Below that, we see a notepad area. This is for marketers' notes and reminders to himself. It is not specific to a particular opportunity. There's a save button that saves the notes and refreshes the screen. Below that, we see the name of the marketer, the team he belongs to, the call center he belongs to, and the time zone of the marketer. On the right, we have a callback calendar. If you want to see your callbacks for any day other than today, click on that day, and the callback grid will refresh, showing any callbacks you have for those other days. Below the callback grid, we have two charts showing team's goals and my goals. The red bar represents sales goals for me and my team. They're calculated based on the value of the opportunities that have been assigned to me and my team. The red bar represents the sales goal, and the black bar represents actual sales to date. There is one set of bars per presentation or script. Since the leads assigned to Frank have two different presentations, we see two bars. Right now, Frank hasn't logged any sales, so we don't see any black bars under my goal. But the team has some sales. And we see that they're still about $500 below their goal. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to select a lead to call. I'm going to select Jimmy Clifford. I can see that the last disposition reason was no contact and did not leave a message. This means that I've attempted to contact this opportunity one time before, at least, and that was on July 3rd at 4:02 p.m. and the status is in progress. If I had never called him, the status would be pending. And I can see that I'm going to be presenting the offer 1006. And I can see that for offer 1006, my personal goal is about $1,100. And I've had no sales so far. If I wanted to see all the opportunities that were assigned presentation ID 1006, I could click on the presenting header, and it sorts it, and I can click again and sort it in descending order. So now all the 1006 leads are together, and if I scroll down, then I'll get to 1004. Another method that I can segment my data in this column is by filtering, and I can click this filter icon and enter my filter information, and I can say show me anything that begins with 1006, and I can tab or enter, and now I'm only shown the opportunities that have been assigned presentation ID 1006. To clear the filter, click it again and say clear filter. So I'll click on Jimmy Clifford's opportunity, and that opens up our engaged screen. The screen is called engaged. On top we have the standard contact information. Below that we have the actual script for this presentation. This is the script for marketers. You can have a different script for closers and team leaders. Or they can view the rebuttal script, which helps them counter any negative responses. There's a separate script for terms and conditions. All of these scripts are customizable in the administration panel. In the notes area, marketer can write notes about this particular lead or opportunity. There's a button to save it, although the system does autosave all notes. On the sidebar, we see the name of the presentation on top, so they will always know what they're offering. Then in this section, they see all the disposition codes and reasons. These codes are also customizable in the admin panel. After marketer finishes his conversation, he will select one of these disposition and reason codes. We have some standard disposition codes listed here. Each section has the disposition code followed by reason codes. They can expand or contract. So the marketer selects the disposition code that's appropriate for the action. For instance, if he called and the line was busy, he will select under in progress, no contact, line busy. Clicks that and he's back on the mark on screen. Now if we scroll down to find Jimmy Clifford, we'll see that the disposition code, the reason code, has been updated to no contact, line busy, and the last contacted has been updated, and it's still in progress. Now, if I click on it again, I see here under the events window that there has been 2 events for this particular opportunity. Once on 7/3/2014, there was no contact and did not leave a message, and then right now on 7/11/2014, no contact, line busy. I can click on these events and get a little bit more detail. Some dispositions require extra information. For instance, if I attempted to call one more time and spoke to the person, but he couldn't speak and said call me back, I can schedule a callback for marketer. That means scheduling a callback for myself. Here I can select a date from the calendar. I can check my availability to see if I have other callbacks scheduled, and I see that I'm pretty clear, so I'll schedule a callback for today for about an hour from now, and I'll click update. I'm back to this screen, and now I see that callback listed in my callback grid. And if I scroll down, I see that the reason has been updated and the timestamp has been updated. Okay, let's do another. I'll click on this first opportunity. Now notice that we don't have a disposition code for sale here. In our call center environment, marketers do not complete the sale. They qualify the lead and schedule a callback appointment for closers. The closer is the person who completes the sale. So if the client is interested, our marketer will click on Set Appointment for Closer. He will select the closer from the menu. In this case, we only have one. Check her availability for callbacks. Say that on Monday there's a appointment for 10 a.m. and other than that, she's open. So then he will go ahead and select an appointment for Monday at, say, 8 a.m. Now this time that's entered here is in the time zone of the client. Client happens to be in Pacific time. I'll click update and I get this error message that says schedule callback time is outside of allowed hours of operation of 9 a.m. to 8:59 p.m. Do you want to schedule it anyway? And I'll say no. I'll go back and I'll do this for 9 a.m. and it's done. Now notice that this opportunity turned to green, means it's slated for a sale, hopefully. Now if I go to Monday, I see that callback here. And Alison Cooper, who's the closer that I selected, will also see that callback on her callback screen. Let's log out and log in as Alison Cooper. Now Alison is a closer, and she also makes her own outbound calls. So she's both a marketer and a closer. She does see here that she has 2 appointments, and to see all of her callbacks, she will click on the callback screen. This basically clears the screen and just shows all the callbacks, and he can see that she's had 3 callbacks scheduled for her. All of them were done by Frank, and here are the dates and times, and she can see what time zone and so forth. Another screen that's available is the opportunities screen. This is basically the same screen, has the same information as what's in this grid, but when you have a lot of opportunities, instead of scrolling up and down, you can click on the opportunities tab and see all the opportunities on one screen. All the column headings are sortable by clicking on them. Click once and it sorts, click again and it sorts in descending order. They all also have filter functionality. You could click the funnel icon and enter information in the filter criteria. Let's go and try this. Now we see that the screen for Alison looks a little different. Her presentation can be different than the marketer's presentation, and that presentation is on the closer. So she has a closer script and she has the regular presentation script. Also, she has the disposition of sale, and she can select from one of 2 sales types, regular sale or finance sale. So let's assume that she talks to Christopher here and makes a sale. She will click on regular sale, and the system prompts her to enter the amount of sale. She'll enter an amount, enter $500, hit update, and she's back on the home screen. And her callback for Christopher no longer appears because that opportunity has been converted to a sale. Now I'm going to log out and log back in as Frank, and we see that Frank now has sales under the 1004 presentation, and this sale is attributed to Christopher. He can see his performance by going to the performance tab and selecting marketer opportunity disposition summary. This screen shows them a quick pie chart here. You can see that sales of all the opportunities that they have active in the system right now. The sale has been 5.26%, 52% is pending, 10% has been no sale, and 31% are still in progress. And here they are broken down further by reason. So it's a quick report for marketers. And closers have their own report, which we can see if we log in again as Alison Cooper. And under performance, they have 2 reports available at this time. And under the closer opportunity disposition summary report, we see that she's had a total of 6 dispositions, 4 of which were sale, and 2 are still waiting for callbacks. The last tab that I wanted to cover is the profile tab. It's a basic contact information for the marketer. What's important here is to enter a zip code for this marketer. The zip code is what determines the time zone for the user here. So the system considers the time zone of the user, the time zone of the call center, and the time zone of the customer, and makes sure that we do not call customers outside of allowed working hours. And allowed working hours are customizable within the administration panel. One last thing, in the profile screen and on some other screens, you'll notice a different header image. This image is related to the particular team, in this case, team winners. So the team leader can change the message or the graphic that's here. And we often see team leaders encouraging marketers to meet a certain goal or put some sort of an incentive for the day or for the week. Share that incentive with them here. It's kind of a news or promotional area for their own team only. This concludes this video. I hope you found it useful. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to be notified when we post new videos. And for more information, please visit our website at www.directresultstelemarketing.com. Thank you.